tea, reading about tea. And then I was actually thinking to myself, this was last period, like, I wonder if tea grows well in Kentucky.
No.
No, doesn't?
No.
You should look it up and tell me, because I could start growing some tea. Go out there and trim the leaves and dry them out and make my own little tea. And my own brew. But yeah, no, it was 2005 and 6 was my deployment to Iraq. And I forget when exactly it was. I feel like it was cool, so it probably was fall, winter, or spring. And I went out to pick up some local nationals that work on base. So I go out there, and they weren't ready to be picked up yet. They were still getting ready for the day. They have that little tent city outside the wire. So I go out to pick them up. They're not ready. They invite me in, and so I go in, and they offer me some hot tea. You guys know, like, the juice glasses that are about yay tall? They're glass, about yay tall, maybe about that big around cylinder, right?
Yeah.
Nice, like, orange juice glass. You know, if you have too much juice, it gets the upset stomach, right? So juice glasses are a little smaller. Anyway, so it was a juice glass, but it was filled with hot tea. And he handed it to me, and it was hot, so I had to, like, grab it from the top where it wasn't so hot. And I noticed that there was sugar at the bottom, like a decent amount of sugar at the bottom. I'm like, oh, they must not have mixed it well. Okay. So I go to drink it, I'm sipping on it, and it is the sweetest tea I've ever had. It was delicious, but it was super sweet. Have I told this story before?
Yes.
Start of the year.
Start of the year? Okay. So if you don't remember, okay, I'll keep going. It's a short story. So I'm drinking the tea, and it's so sweet that I realize the sugar at the bottom, which was kind of syrupy, you know, because it's really hot, so it kind of gets melty. It hadn't dissolved all the way in the water, not because it wasn't mixed, it's because the water couldn't take any more sugar. You know how the, like, same thing with, like, salt, right? It can only dissolve so much sugar into that water before it's, like, over, I don't want to say oversaturated, but you know what I mean? The water can't dissolve any more sugar. So you get to the bottom, and you get this, like, syrupy tea, like tea sugar syrup. So it's like, oof. It's like basically you go through the whole the glass of tea, which is really sweet, and then you get a shot of pure tea sugar. It's amazing. Also, good indication of why many of them don't have great teeth, because they're starting their day with sugar water. That's it. That's the story.
It said the best place to grow tea is like South Carolina and Charleston in that area.
Okay. The climate's good for it there.
I guess that's what
It said that the tea only grows, like, the tea, like, plant only grows 3 to 4 feet in Kentucky. So it's like an average.
Okay. So it doesn't grow super well. It grows okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so I could grow some tea.
And like
for
the,
us.
and
Nice.
and March is the best time
To plant it. So right now, I need to get planting some tea.
I think it said
to. Actually, you're a little too late.
It says it takes like 3 years.
To get to
Your
maturity,
plant
so you can
has to
start
be
cutting.
3 years old.
It takes
before you
around
start
3
harvesting.
years before you start harvesting.
That's not too bad.
Growing tea is only half too bad.
Well, you've got to grow it, you've got to harvest it, you've got to dry it out, and then you've got to package it. All right.
How do you plant tea?
It's a bush, isn't it? Isn't it a bush?
It's a tree.
A tree?